How good it feels to sit together like this and have dinner. I'm so happy that you decided to join us, Mr. and Mrs. Kim, she said, looking at your mother. We are a family now, and Vayan's father and I was coming in the city for some paperwork, so we thought, why not visit you all? Can't believe it's been a month already. It feels like it was yesterday when Vayan and Jungkook got married. He looked towards Jungkook, who looked like forcing himself to sit among you all. So how is everything going on, Jungkook? Jungkook looked at him. Yes, everything is good. He has become more busy after becoming the CEO. Now he's managing most of the work, he said, proudly patting his back while Jungkook forced a smile. We already knew Jungkook is a hardworking guy, but Vayan is smarter. We are so lucky to get a daughter-in-law like her. He looked at Jungkook, who looked away. Now I wish for a grandchild soon. I hope my wish get fulfilled after they come back from their honeymoon. Jungkook got up suddenly. What happened to you? Why did you stood up? Jungkook looked at him. I'll be back. I'm going to the washroom. Okay, go. He looked at you before walking away. Your mom smiled. I think we made him shy. They laughed while he looked down. Suddenly you coughed. Are you okay, Vayan? She said, getting worried about you while you nodded. Yes, Mom, I'm fine. What happened to you suddenly, Vayan? Drink this water, she said, rubbing your back, and gave you a glass. You drank the water and looked towards the door from where Jungkook walked away. I can't do this anymore. I'm stuck here. It suffocates me knowing what they did to me. Just because of their benefit, they get me married to her just like that. They use their son for their benefit. I will never forgive them. I don't care. I won't mind even when she disappears from my life. I don't know why she didn't even tell her parents to stop this marriage. I can't stay with. He stopped when he turned back and saw you standing. I just came to take my charger. I left it here. You walked near the table and picked your charger. Jungkook looked away, but then you coughed. You quickly covered your mouth, but it continued. You felt stiffness in your chest and was coughing because you can't control it. Jungkook started to get annoyed and was about to leave when he noticed that blood came out on your hand. You got scared when you saw that by yourself and quickly went towards your room. He got into thinking for some seconds because he clearly saw the blood, but then he also went inside his room. You washed your face and looked at yourself in the mirror. You heard whatever he said on the phone. It's been a month and it's getting worse. You still remember how he told you to say no to this marriage, but just like him, you were forced to. No one knows that you guys have signed a contract and will end this marriage in 3 months. You'll go abroad and somehow you both will gonna make an excuse to end this marriage. You've always fantasized about your marriage, dreamt about a very loving and caring husband who will love you unconditionally, a house where you both will start a new life, a small family in the future, but nothing like that happened. In fact, now you're scared to fall in love. You've realized that real life is not like fantasies. Here things do not happen according to you. You have to adjust accordingly. And this really breaks your heart. You wiped your face and hands before leaving the bathroom. You didn't even pay attention that you literally coughed blood a while ago, and it can be serious. Jungkook came out after getting ready. He was leaving for company when a maid stopped him. She was a middle-aged woman who is just like a mother to Jungkook, as she took care of him since childhood. What happened, Anne? It's late and usually Ryan wake up early. I think she's not fine. Did you check her? Jungkook remained silent for some time. She must be sleeping. Don't worry about her. And I'm leaving for work. Maybe come home late. I think her health is not good. It would be better if you ask her. I told you I'm getting late, and if something happens, then call the doctor. I'm leaving. He left from there while Mrs. Han sighed. Why did these parents do this to their own children? They made them hate each other for no reason. She walked towards her bedroom. You sat down as you felt pain in your chest. It didn't let you sleep the whole night and you suffered alone. You looked at the door when you heard a knock. It's already unlocked. The door opened and Mrs. Han came inside. I just wanted to check if everything is alright because you never sleep this long. Good morning, Anne. I was just a little tired. You are looking sick, dear. Your eyes are also puffy. We need to go to the doctor, she said, coming near you and panicked to see your state. I'm fine, Anne. Nothing happened to me. No, you are not. Let me call Jungkook. He will come and take you to the hospital. You stop her from calling him. No need to call him. I will go by myself. She looked at you with pity. He must be busy. I'll go. She grabbed your hand and looked at you with teary eyes. I'm understanding your situation, dear. Jungkook was not like this. He was really a very caring and loving guy. Don't know what happened to him after the marriage. I'm feeling so pity for both of you. Don't feel bad, Annie. Everything is fine. I'll get ready and go to the hospital. She nodded while you forced a smile and got up before walking towards the bathroom. Adam, I need the file with all the deals and contract with Choi Holding. Bring it to my office. Yes, sir. Jungkook went inside his office. Here it is, sir. Thank you. And what happened to transportation work? Did the goods transported? Adam nodded. Yes, sir. Okay, you can go now. I'll check this file. Adam left while Jungkook opened the file, but his mind was somewhere else. He took out his phone and searched for Mrs. Han's phone number, but stopped before dialing. He was not sure how he'll going to ask about you. After giving up, he put the phone on the table, but Mrs. Han already called him back. He answered the phone. What happened, Anne? Is everything alright? I've sent Ryan to the hospital. I think someone should be with her. Her condition doesn't look good and she became so pale. I'm scared if something happens. Relax, Anne. Nothing will happen. He ended the call and his mind started to give him memories of you. Last night he understood something is wrong when he saw blood when you coughed. He has no idea why he was doing that, but he got up and grabbed his coat and keys before leaving for the hospital. That happened because of chest infection. It's not that serious at this moment, but you have to take proper care of yourself, otherwise it can lead to lung cancer. But I feel pain in my chest and sometimes my chest tightens. He nodded. Yes, because of pneumonia. There is inflammation in your lungs. I'm giving some antibiotics and some precautions that you must follow, and hopefully it will be fine within a week. You nodded. The door opened and Jungkook came inside, making you surprised. The doctor got up and went to greet him, as everyone knows he's the heir of #1 company in Korea. Hello, Mr. Jungkook. I was just thinking why your wife came alone. He looked at you, but you looked down. Did you find out what's the problem? He indirectly asked because he doesn't want to make you feel that he was worried about you. It's not serious right now. I have given some antibiotics and hopefully she will be alright soon. Just make sure she takes proper care. I will take my leave. Thank you so much, doctor. You took the paper and walked outside the room, making the doctor a little surprised. He looked at Jungkook and smiled when Jungkook looked at him back. If she didn't take proper precautions, it can lead to lung cancer, so please take care of your wife. Jungkook forced a smile. Thank you. And he also walked outside. You were waiting for a taxi because you didn't take your car and Jungkook also came outside. Your eyes met but you looked away and started to wait. He scanned the area and found out that you don't take your car, so he came near you. Because so many people here can recognize both of you and he doesn't want to get in any rumors. I'll drop you off at home, he said and walked ahead, but you didn't go behind him, making him turn around. I don't have much time. I left my work to come here. You looked at him. My taxi is coming. He looked away annoyed and calmed himself before coming near you. I'm telling you that I'll drop you off. And I said I'll go in a taxi. He grabbed your hand and made you sit inside the car before locking the door and came inside as well. Open the door. I will go by myself. He looked at you. Do you want to create a drama here? I have no interest in handling your tantrums. I left my work. Who told you to come? He stopped when you cut his words in the middle. You looked angry, which he doesn't see you before. I did not ask you to come after me. I'm tired of pretending normal and bearing your hatred. Why are you hating me on me so much? I was also forced to marry you just like you. Why did you not stop this marriage? You finally blurt out how much I used to fantasize about my wedding. You ruined everything. You turned those beautiful things into horrible nightmare. Now I'm even scared of thinking that life can be beautiful. Everyone got what they want from this marriage. You became the CEO, but what about me? Did I ask for anything? Did I get anything out of it except your hate? I also have no interest in staying in a loveless marriage. You want me to disappear from your life? Fine. Next week mom and dad are coming. I will tell them everything. I'm also tired of pretending now. You crossed your arms and looked outside the window as your eyes were overfilled with tears. He could see that in your reflection on the window glass. The ride to home was all silent. After dropping you home, Jungkook came back to his office, but now he could not stop thinking about all those things you said. He can't even focus on work. Sir, Mr. Kim is here for a meeting. He nodded and got up. Let them come. He came back home a little late than usual, but Mrs. Han was awake by that time. She always goes to sleep after Jungkook comes. Did you have a lot of work today? Yes, I'm tired today. I'll reheat your food. She was about to walk, but he stopped her. I've already had dinner. Oh, okay then. He looked around. Did Vayan eat anything and take her medicine? He frowned when she sighed. I don't really know. She's inside her room from the time she came back. I'm really worried about that girl. She looks so sad, Jungkook. Ask her what happened. She might tell you something. I know you guys are not that close yet, but she's your wife. Your mom would not like it if she come to know. Bring something for her to eat. She smiled and nodded before walking towards the kitchen. Jungkook sighed. A guilt inside him started to eat him. He was acting so selfish without knowing that you were in the same situation. He was taking out all his frustration by blaming and hating you. Taking the plate of food from Mrs. Han, he walked towards your room. Help both of them, God. Jungkook knocked on the door and waited for you to open the door, although he has a thought that if you came to know it's him, you won't open the door. You got up from the bed when you heard a knock on the door. You thought it's Mrs. Han because she came so many times and you didn't open the door, so you felt bad and decided to tell her that you are okay and she doesn't need to worry about you. You opened the door, but your heart dropped when you saw Jungkook instead of her. You saw the tray of food in her hands. I have already eaten, so I'm not hungry. You were about to close the door, but he grabbed the door, preventing you from closing it. If you are planning to worsen your health, then don't do that. You looked at him. You were still angry. Don't worry, I won't blame you. You again tried to shut the door, but he didn't let you. Don't take out your anger on the food. You need to take your medicines. You looked at him as tears filled in your eyes. Why are you pretending to care? Don't worry, I will take all the blame on myself and tell them that I can't live with you. I am the one breaking this marriage. You'll be clean. You looked away, controlling your tears. I refused to marry you. I knew I can't bear this much hate, but no one listened to me. Everyone wanted their profit, and I got all the hate and blame. You looked at him. I didn't hate you for marrying me because I knew that you also had no choice just like me. Then why are you hating me so much? Why do you think I ruined your life? He looked down, feeling guilty for his actions. He put the tray on a table and looked at you. Eat it and take your medicines, please. And he walked away from there. Jungkook closed the door of his room. He realized that he did a mistake. He was selfish to only think about his loss and blaming you for it, when they all are responsible. In fact, you are the only innocent one that sacrificed your happiness for nothing. He walked towards his bed before sitting on it and rubbed his face before releasing a heavy sigh. Your words were still echoing inside his mind. He realized how bad he did to you. I didn't even realize when I became this much selfish. He got up and poured himself a glass of wine. She's the reason I got all this, and I turned so ungrateful. He gulped down everything in one go. For the first time since marriage, he realized how wrong he was, how wrong he did to you. Then his eyes landed on his wedding ring that was on the nightstand along with yours. You gave him the ring back. He picked it and bit his lower lip. At least I should try to earn her forgiveness before something happened.